What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react and learn about the 8 regions of Japan. So, as an American, I don't know anything about Japan's geography. So today, I'm very interested in learning about how Japan is divided up into 8 different regions and what exactly these regions are. So, with that being said, let's take a look.
So Japan is broken down into 8 regions, and we're going to start with the northernmost of the 8 regions. It's called Hokkaido.
Oh.
So let's take a look.
I like how they're doing this. I like they're like making Japan out of clay or something. Hokkaido. Okay. I've never heard of that before.
In Hokkaido, they have Tansho cranes, black tails and little red spot on the top.
These look a lot like penguins to me.
Their colors
What?
are definitely penguin colors.
What? Japan has cranes? There's cranes in Hokkaido? That is what? Man, I didn't know. What? Japan has very, very different animals.
And penguins also have a little splash of color sometimes. They're also famous in Hokkaido for their lavender fields. What does that look like to you guys?
What? Oh my god. Japan is beautiful. And we're talking about Hokkaido right now. Lavender. What? This is... I thought we were just going to learn about the 8 regions of Japan. I like that they're going into a little bit of detail about what is in each region, because this is amazing.
A rainbow field.
It does look like a rainbow field. It looks like somebody painted the ground. You know what they do with some of that lavender?
What?
They turn it into lavender ice cream. Do you know what else they eat there?
What?
No.
Sea urchins.
What? What? Sea urchins? Really?
Mm-hmm. There's a sea urchin food right there.
Spiky.
Well, there's urchin inside the spikes. Would you rather have lavender ice cream or sea urchin?
Lavender ice cream.
Okay, so let's move on
Okay.
from this, the first of the main islands of Japan. We're going to go head south. But to get south, they built a tunnel underneath the ocean, underneath the seabed.
How? Really? How do people build that?
Oh, takes a lot.
So Japan has a couple different islands. I'm not exactly sure what those are. And in order to travel from island to island in Japan, there's underwater tunnels? Like that you can drive through? Really? How long are these tunnels?
A lot of engineering. You should go to engineering school. Elise, do you know what the Tohoku region is?
No.
What kind of fruit do you love, Elise?
Whoa, hold on. Wait. Let's go back for a sec. Tohoku. So we have Hokkaido, which is its own island, I guess. And then Tohoku, which is a little south of it.
Elise?
Apple.
It's the apple capital of Japan. They
Really?
produce more apples there than anywhere else.
Really?
You know what else they have there?
What do they have?
Lots of snow. There's 3 main mountain regions or mountain ranges in Japan.
Oh, there's snow. That's really cool. I'm not sure where Japan really is in the hemispheres or how much snow Japan actually gets. I guess if you go north enough in Japan, you're going to get snow, right?
The mountain range they have there gets a particular kind of snowfall and wind and ice that it creates what they call the snow monsters.
What?
These are trees right there, but they're all covered in snow, and so...
What the heck? This video is amazing. Like, this is stuff from Japan that I've never seen before. What? Snow monster?
They say they look like snow monsters. I think they do.
Yeah.
Hello, snow monsters.
Wow.
So they have a festival in this part of Japan. In the wintertime, they build little igloos.
Aw, they're
Ah.
cute.
And you can go inside and have little treats, little cakes, and some hot drinks. Does that sound nice?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. I've never seen Japan in the winter, in the snow. I've never thought of Japan having a lot of snow. But I guess in Tohoku there is. That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, with all that snow and ice, it's a good thing. They have 110 active volcanoes in Japan. All that volcanic activity underground actually makes hot springs. That's where the water.
What? I'm learning a lot about Japan today. Oh my gosh. There's volcanoes? 100 active volcanoes. Oh my god, is that scary or but they create hot springs. That's what creates a hot spring. Okay, I didn't know that.
Water is naturally warm, so you can go to a hot spring in the middle of winter and just get into the water, and the water is warm.
As long as it's as warm as a jacuzzi.
Let's head south
Okay.
to the next region.
Okay.
It's Kanto.
Kanto.
This re-
Kanto. I've heard the name Kanto before. I don't know where, but I've at least heard that name, Kanto. That might be the one region of Japan that I've heard of, huh? I wonder why.
Region has the biggest city in all of Japan. It's Tokyo. Tokyo is the largest metropolitan area in the world. It has 35 million people living there.
35 million people in Tokyo. Okay, so every American has heard of Tokyo. Tokyo is the most famous part of Japan. Us Americans, we've heard of it. I'm not exactly sure what it's like. I didn't know 35 million people lived there. Oh my god. So Tokyo is in Kanto. Maybe that's why I've heard of Kanto before.
There is an intersection where 1,000 people can cross at the same time at the busy hours, at rush hours.
A lot of people. Yeah.
Now in Tokyo, young people in certain parts of the city, they dress up in wild fashions. I'm going to show you some of the fashions. Look at these shoes.
Oh, that's crazy.
I mean, there's parts of America where people dress even crazier, so, okay.
Doesn't look like you could run too quickly.
Yeah. I don't know what to say about it, really. They have blue hair. They have purple and pink hair.
Do you think they look friendly? Would you like to talk to these girls?
Maybe.
They also have a restaurant that's all about cuteness.
That's interesting. Okay, now this clothing is a little more out there, a little more interesting.
It's called the Monster Cafe.
That's really funny.
This is what it looks like. Would you want to eat in that sort of room?
Well, I like the macaroon decorations, but
What?
yeah, I like it.
What?
It's also really funny.
Okay, let's move on.
Oh my god, Tokyo sounds really, really interesting.
We're going to go to the Chubu region.
Chubu.
You know how we saw those hot springs earlier?
Yeah.
Well, there's a monkey park where the monkeys use hot springs too. Look at these monkeys. They look like they're really enjoying it.
I like the random facts that they're giving. Chubu. I've never heard of the Chubu region. Apparently there are monkeys. We do not have monkeys or cranes in the United States, so this is cool.
So cute.
Wow.
Now, this region has Mount Fuji. You can climb to the top of Mount Fuji. Would you guys like to do that?
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, you got.
Mount Fuji. Oh my goodness. That thing is huge.
I do it in the summertime, I think. This is an ancient volcano. It's about a 4 to 6 hour walk up, and they say it takes about half the time to climb down.
You can climb up Mount Fuji? It's an old volcano. That is so cool. Okay.
We're moving on.
Okay.
The next region is Kansai.
Kansai. I've never heard of that one either.
This is where the old capital of Japan is. There is so much history here.
Ah, okay.
Temples.
It looks pretty small. If I go back a little bit here. Let's go back to the map. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Come on. Okay. Kansai. This looks pretty small as well. Kind of like Kanto. Looks a bit small. Yeah. That's I'm trying to like remember some of this. Like it's a lot of information at once for me. Like trust me, in America, we do not learn about Japanese geography. So this is all new to me.
Temples and castles. Right,
Wow.
and the castles are different than the castles that you know about, or the ones that you imagine from Europe.
Wow.
This is what a castle in Japan looks like. This is the Osaka castle. What do you think of that?
Beautiful.
Castles
That's amazing. Castles in Japan are very, very different. Very different.
generally in Japan have the similar kind of look.
I really like the style. It doesn't really look like a castle to me. It just looks like a big house.
It's a very, very unique style of architecture, really. I've never seen anything quite like it.
It does kind of look like a beautiful, amazing house.
Best house ever to play hide and go seek it.
Oh my gosh, you could just lose somebody all day long.
Okay.
This region is also the homeland of ninja.
Oh.
This is where ninja come from. Do you think it would be good if you...
Ninja are very popular in America as well. I didn't know it comes from a specific region of Japan. That Kansai is known for ninja.
guys went to this part of Japan and got some ninja training?
Well,
Secretive and
I already
invisible.
have ninja's moves.
You already have ninja moves?
Yeah, I can sneak up on my mom.
Moving on. Our next region
Okay.
is Chugoku, but I want to
Chugoku.
focus on two things that they have there. Two different kinds of food. One dish is pufferfish, a
Oh.
blowfish. It's called fugu. And do you know that it is poisonous?
Then how do they eat it?
Well, the chefs go through a lot of training and they have to cut out certain parts of the fish. They leave only the part that you can eat.
Chugoku, where you can eat poisonous pufferfish. People do that? It's fun to risk your life to eat a fish? Is people do this willingly?
But if you eat the wrong part of the fish, you could get really sick or even die. Another famous dish they have here, roof tile soba. Soba is a kind of noodle. They serve it on top of a roofing tile. So, would you like to try fugu, the potentially deadly pufferfish, or something
No.
served to you on a roofing tile?
On a roofing tile.
Okay,
Okay.
we're moving on to the Shikoku region.
Shikoku is this almost looks like it could be an island. Or is there like a big lake? I'm not sure. Shikoku.
And this region has a dog, which they consider a national treasure in Japan, named after it. What do you think of these dogs? They look like huskies.
Yeah, at least that's the way it
Is that the Shiba Inu? Yeah. Yes, that is a very, very famous dog in America. I didn't know it was from Japan, from the Shikoku region.
looks.
We're going to move on to our last part, the last region of Japan, Kyushu.
Kyushu. Okay, so we've made our way down all of Japan. This is very fun, actually. This is like discovering Japan for the first time. Kyushu.
Here you can find beautiful wisteria tunnels. Take a look at this.
Oh, wait a minute. So Kyushu has a lot of islands, I see. There's a couple of islands that are actually to the north. Those are considered part of Kyushu as well. That's interesting.
Guys. Those are actual flowers there making that tunnel. What do you think of that?
Whoa.
Beautiful. That's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen.
Wow.
It's like somebody painted the sky.
Yeah.
What if you were in one of those lab?
This looks like AI generated. Like, it doesn't even look real.
Lavender fields where it looks like they painted the ground, and then they put these wisteria flowers on top.
Yeah, this looks like a painting. This looks like a work of art, but this is real?
That would be the most rainbow place I've ever been in my life.
Part of this region is also Okinawa.
Oh. Oh, I thought that was Kyushu. But the islands in the north are called Okinawa. I've heard of Okinawa. I didn't know that it was a part of Japan. I didn't know that it was these islands. Okay, Okinawa. I've heard of that.
Okinawa is actually far south of Japan, but we're showing it to the north so that
Oh, I see. Okay. Okinawa is much more south. They just put Okinawa right there for the purposes of learning. Okay.
we could fit it in. It's the home of karate.
Oh.
Oh.
Also, Okinawa has the highest concentration of people living to be 100 years old or older. So they
Okinawa is really interesting. So it's a bunch of islands, kind of off mainland Japan. But it's a part of Kyushu, I think. Anyway, that's interesting.
must be doing something right over there.
I wonder what they do to make them live that long. Maybe they're eating the lavender ice cream.
They do say maybe it's part of their
Yes.
diet.
And there it is.
Wow.
Beautiful Japan.
Wow. That was actually really cool. Again, as an American, I've never learned about how Japan looks on a map or what the geography is like. So this was the first time I got to learn the 8 regions of Japan. What do we have? Hokkaido, Kanto, Chubu, Kansai. Oh, they don't actually have them all written here. But anyway, I'm going to have to watch this video again to try to memorize. It's tough trying to remember all 8 regions. Because this is my very first time ever hearing them. But it was fun. And also getting to learn about each region a little bit. That was cool as well. Japan has an amazing culture. Amazing. Very different to America. And I think that's why I love this so much. Anyway, if you enjoyed this as well, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment with your thoughts on the 8 regions of Japan. Especially if you are Japanese, hearing about what region you're from, that'd be really cool. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Japan and Japanese culture, and learning things about Japan for the first time, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.